single person watching this video right now has potential. Not some people, not a few, not 50%, 60%, not the lucky few. All of you, all of you have potential. But there's one big problem. Potential is one of the most useless assets on the planet. If you don't know how to turn it into habits that actually produce results. I can't tell you how many times I looked at a athlete in high school or college and said, "Man, he's got potential. She's got a great future." Because potential doesn't pay you. Potential doesn't build your body. It doesn't change your life. It doesn't make you more money. It doesn't change your financial situation. Execution does. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to turn that raw potential into high performance habits that actually stick and that actually help you in life. And so if you like the sounds of that, guys, hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. This is one of 3 YouTube channels that I run, and I'm really trying to get this off the ground and reach more and more people. You can help me do so by sharing this video with a friend, hitting the like button, subscribing, dropping a comment, all of that. And I want to start here. Most people never convert their potential, and I'll tell you why most people get it wrong and what I see. Okay. I see a lot of people that they think success just comes from motivation. It comes from inspiration. It comes from feeling ready. That's all BS. That's a lie. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. It spikes and then it disappears. And most people build their entire life strategy around something that fades. So what happens? They go hard for a week, maybe 2, then they fall off, right? I've been there. You've been there. Not because we weren't capable, but because we never really built a system that survives when motivation dies. That's the real game. And so now we're going to shift from goals to systems. And if you want lasting change, you need to stop focusing on goals. Goals are a thing that we talk about, but what we need to focus on are systems. Goals are outcomes. They're what comes from building systems. Systems are what actually get us to our goals. So most people skip this part. They say, I want to get in shape. That's the goal. High performers say, I train 5 days a week at 7 a.m. no matter what. That's a system. That's not a goal. That's a system. They remove the decision making because the more decisions you have to make, the more chances are that you're going to quit or give up too soon. High performers don't rely on willpower. They rely on structure. So let's break this down into something real that you can actually use here. So I'll make it easy. Okay. Most people fail because they go too big too fast. You don't need to work out for 2 hours right out of the gate. Start with 20 minutes, 5 days a week. You don't need to read 50 pages of your new book. Start with 5 pages every single day for a week. Winning starts with showing up and building a habit, not going all out one day and then forgetting about it for a week. This is huge. Tie new habits to things you already do. After coffee, which is already part of your habit, 10 minutes of learning. After the gym, you review and write down your goals or your system. Before bed, you plan for tomorrow. This creates automatic behavior. You attach a habit to another habit. Now you're creating a system. Track everything. If you don't write it down, you don't track it, you don't care about it. Simple as that. You got to track your workouts. You got to track your money in, money out when you're doing a business. When you're, if you're a content creator like myself, content output, have a content strategy. Track your progress, go back, look at which videos perform well, which videos don't. Why did this perform well? Why didn't this perform well? Got to double down on this because this is working. You've got to do this because what gets measured is what gets improved. This is where most people mess up. If your environment makes things harder, you're going to lose. So put your gym clothes out the night before, remove distractions, set up your workspace in a clean environment, make the right actions beforehand ahead of time. The real secret, though, has to do with identity. And if you see yourself as someone trying to get disciplined versus someone trying to be, or someone trying to be consistent, you've already lost because your actions are always going to match your identity. Instead, you need to shift to things like I am someone who does this. I am someone who works out every day. I am someone who consistently makes a video on my YouTube channel every day. I execute daily. I show up every single day. I don't show up when I'm motivated. I show up every single day because I'm dedicated. High performers don't negotiate with themselves. They don't ask, hey, how do I feel? Do I feel like doing this? No, they just do it. They say, this is who I am. This is what I do every single day. And they act accordingly every single day in whatever it is they've decided to do or be. But people fall off because they expect fast results. They chase motivation, which is fleeing. It comes and goes. They don't build the correct systems. They don't change their identity. And they quit when it gets boring. If I would have quit this whole content game when it got boring, I would have stopped at like 10,000 subscribers on my first channel that I built. Now I have 200,000 subscribers. And there were a lot of days that I didn't want to show up. I just did what I had to do. You just got to do it. Everything will get boring eventually. That's the test. Because success isn't built in the excitement, it's built in the repetition. It's not always going to be fun. You're going to have to grind through some of the miserable times. So stop asking, how do I stay motivated? And start asking the question, how do I become the type of person who doesn't need motivation? You just do it. That's the shift. That's the system that you need to build. Because when you become that person that you're trying to be, everything changes. Don't talk about it. Do it. Put it into action. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.